Namaste all. I'm Ganesh Bhat, research scholar from Amity University. I'm presenting a paper on the disease management according to Roganivarka Suktam and Nashaka-Suktam of Atharvaveda and the medicinal plants mentioned in the Nashaka-Suktam. The Vedas are the ancient text of Sanatana Dharma. We know that one. Here, actually, in the very beginning, there were only one Vedas. There were no categorization. But in the Dwapara Yuga, based on the structure and the characters, Veda Vyasa has segregated them into four. Out of them, Atharvaveda is one of the major one. And here, mainly the Atharvaveda talks about Shantika and Paustika Karma, which means the nourishing and the harmony between the nature and the human. That's what it is going to be. And here, apart from that, many medicinal plants and how to manage a disease, these kind of things have been explained in the Atharvaveda. Here, as I mentioned, Kriminashaka and the Roganivarka, these two suktas will be explained in this article. So before going to that, what is the disease? In the three ways. One is Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, and Adhidaivika. Adhyatmikam, which means the viral or bacterial effects which happen to our body or the mind. Adibhautikam, which means natural calamities like tsunami, volcano eruptions, etc. Adibhautikam is a thing based on the demigods or the planetary changes, what and all the suffer the humans will get. That will come under Adidaivika. So here these two suktams will talk about the Adhyatmika ones, about the virus or bacterial things like viral fever, etc. So here, the first Suktam Roganivarakam, that will mainly deal with general health maintenance and the disease management. And the Nakshatra Sukta will talk about the viral fevers, like virus effects and the bacterial effects, etc. And at the end, the Nakshatra Suktam will analyze between the mantra and the constellation as well as the medicinal herb, what we need to use. So these are the keywords over here: health, Roga Nivarana, and then medicinal herbs, Nakshatra Suktam, then rituals, and the lifestyle. So here, the very first one, the Roganivarka Sutram, is invented by a sage, Bhragwangira. So here, the mantra starts with Jarayuja Prathama Usriyo Varsha in that way. Here, mainly the sun god is prayed here to get rid of some of the diseases. And Sayan Acharya in his commentary explained that some of the meditation techniques and then pranayama or breath control can help us to get rid of some of the virus which will come because of the wind. So here, the sun is going to help us to maintain the three doshas like Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which is said in Ayurveda also. So because of imbalance in these three doshas like Vata and Pitta as well as Kapha, we are going to get so many ill health or many diseases. Instead of that, the Surya will help us to grow the Tejas, Ojas, and Varchas. That is what the Suktam says. And here in this Suktam, the Yajnika meaning, when we see there, the Yajnika meaning says that we need to perform some kind of Havanam, etc. Here, by performing Havanam, what kind of effects it would create? The people tell that because of smoke, we cannot get anything. But here, when we are going to use some kind of summits, they will special effects to the body. For example, the ethnopharmacological aspects of karma nanodotes in turmeric smoke will be effective for the pulmonary functions. That has been invented very recently. Also, burning the ghee would produce some kind of gases, which is proved in the fluorescence spectroscopy also. So in that way, the modern science also is going to investigate so many things which there in the Vedas. And there are so many, headaches are there today. Like we generally get the headache, etc. So there, 150 types of headaches have been detected by the modern science, modern medical science. Mainly, they have been categorized into four, like tension type ones, migraines, cluster headache, and NDPH in that way. So all these types of headaches also can be, settled by practicing proper meditations. That's what Sayana says in his commentary. So here you can see Shir Shaktiya, the word talks about the head region. Kasa talks about the cough. And then Abhraja, the virus which will come based on the impure water. And Vataja, which talks about the virus born out of the wind. all these type of various, I mean, like these type of viruses can be cured. That's what he says. Diseases names, like modern disease names, have been mentioned in this slide. You can go through. And the next one is Krimi Nashaka-Suktam. So this Suktam has been invented by sage Kanva. It is named as Krimi Jambhanam also, which means destruction of the diseases. Here, mainly two types of germs, I mean to say viruses they mentioned. One is Algandu and the other one is Shluna. So here, the first one, Algandu, is connected with the eyes and ears. The virus which attacks the eyes and the ears, that is considered as Algandu. And in the modern science, we can probably refer that adenovirus family has been taken as Algandu, the name. And the second one is Shluna, that talks about the virus, which, you know, which is the eyes. So the, I mean, the same effect happens because of some viruses, what they have found at present. That is named as SARS-CoV-2. That is, this kind of virus may cause such problems. So that also can be, you know, dealt. And then here, mainly we need to see four things. Shirshanya talks about the head disease. Then Parsteyam talks about the abdomen pain related to the germs actually. So all the, whatever the diseases would happen for the body, top to bottom, everything can be cured. That is what the mantra says. Here, the mantra, I mean, in the commentary, Sayanacharya says that virus come from the various places like hill stations or rivers, plant-based, forest, or the animal-based viruses would be there. See, all types of viruses can be cured. Here, then, what is that virus would probably attack from, would probably grow in the hill? That is what the last sentence you can see. Like RMSF is a hill-borne bacteria once, very recently. Apart from that, in that way, some other you know, viruses also have been found, which come from the, you know, pashu, I mean to say the animals and the forest, then plant-based, etc. So all zoonotical diseases are caused by harmful germs like viruses, bacterial and parasites, and fungi also. All these kind of you know, germs can be settled by practicing some of the lifestyle. That is what Sayana says. So here, at the end of this Kriminashaka Suktam, the sun god, pleasing the sun god is the main idea, because the sun god is also named as Hiranyagarbha in the Upanishads, in the various Upanishads. So swastha, becoming swastha by practicing this kind of methods. And finally, the Nakshatra Suktam. Nakshatra Suktam is actually mentioned in Yajurveda Brahmana. So it starts with Agnir Nafpatu Kritikaha. The first nakshatra will be taken there, Kritika Nakshatra, and the constellation of that particular Kritika one. And it is having a particular summit, which means the wooden stick what we offer in the Havanam. So the summit, the scientific name of the summit is Ficus resmos. That is, the complete plant is used for you know, many health disorders. It's a remedy like the leaves or the root or the branch, etc. So, for example, leaves of the plant can be used to remove caterpillar bristles lodged in, etc. In the same way, the Pushya, one more nakshatra. So, Brahaspati Prathama, that is the starting mantra. And here, the Ficus religiosa, which is known as, you know, people tree. So, this people tree is a medicine for more than 50 types of disorders, including asthma, diabetes, diarrhea, etc. So, how to use them? Still, that is being investigated. But all these medicinal plants properly used with the mantras in the Havanam, that definitely gives an effect. That is being proved as of now. But how that is going to affect the human body, that is to be investigated yet. In the same way, yeah, in that way, the hypothesis was made that research was, you know, the hypothesis of this research was the Vedas had given the ideas about the ill health and how to manage them, etc. Other than that, the good practices would protect the humans, you know, not getting any kind of health disorders in that way. So regarding that, Yajurveda Brahmana, the Nakshatra Sukta gives the complete ideas of the natural herbs to get rid of some of the diseases. The maximum utilization of the mantras and herbs is to be still investigated, and the knowledge to be given to the society. That is the overall idea of this article. For this, I have referred Atharvaveda Samhita, all volumes published by, it's written here, Bombay Government Central Book Deposit. And then some of the blogs, I mean to say the official blogs of some universities, and then some articles, modern articles also, like the scientific articles also I have referred. And thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to present in this conference. Thank you all.